Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being so patient and waiting such a long time for me to get back. It has been probably about like 3 months or so since I have posted a video, and for everyone who has recently subscribed, thank you so much. And for everyone who has stayed subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate it. And I will be back with so many more videos, but I have some news to share. I'm pregnant! So excited. It was like the most amazing thing ever. I am so happy. My husband is so happy. We are just thrilled to be on this whole new journey of our lives. We've been wanting to do this, well, like be parents, since like forever. Like we've been talking about being parents and like what it would be like to start a family since pretty much the beginning. So I feel like the whole 8 years we have been together, we have been looking forward to this moment, and now like we finally did it and we're so excited. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready for this story time, because that's pretty much what this video is going to be about. I used to love watching videos like this when I was like trying to get pregnant and figuring out like everything pregnancy, and just hearing about everybody's journey and how it went for them and what they did, and just like everything TTC, pregnancy journey, like OPK tests, all the jazz that has everything to do with getting pregnant. So I really hope that this video helps someone else and is entertaining to watch. I know that I was fully immersed in videos like this, so I hope that you guys love this video. And if you do, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because a lot of my content coming up is going to be a lot of pregnancy stuff and new mom stuff and baby and all things. So I really hope that you guys like that. I guess I should probably start with the beginning. Also, if you hear me take a lot of deep breaths, part of the pregnancy problems, I'm sorry. Okay, so it started back, like our whole journey, I would say, started back in October, around October 5th. Or the 7th, something like that, when we were going to Mexico for Oscar's 30th birthday. And if you guys want to see our whole trip to Mexico, I'm going to link it up here so you guys can watch that. But it all started then. I was on birth control for a really long time, maybe about 11 or 12 years, something like that. And mainly I got on birth control because I didn't get my period for 3 months when I was around like 14 years old. And I was super freaked out, and the gyno was like, oh, you know, like being on birth control regulates your period, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay, perfect. And by the way, I only went to the gyno because my mom obviously got worried. I was a virgin, by the way. But I ended up finding out that that's totally normal for all that to happen to a 14-year-old. It could be because of stress. It could be because, you know, like your period is still kind of new, so things happen. Anyway, went on birth control super early, and I decided in October, I was like, you know what? Let me just stop. Like, I am 26 years old. Oscar is going to be 30. Like, we got married 2019. I was like, you know what? We have our house. Everything's fine. Like, if anything happens, like, we're ready. So that was that. Then we kind of started getting like more serious into the conversation around the end of October, beginning of November. And me, myself, like, I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I should focus on the whole like ovulation pattern and all that stuff that I'm going to obviously have, and try to get pregnant and like plan this whole thing on my own, and then it would be like an amazing Christmas surprise that was my whole plan. I was like, I'm going to have this down packed. Like I had gotten my first period in the beginning of November. I don't remember the exact date, but it was the beginning of November. And I was like, all right, boom, got it. Now I know what my cycle more or less is going to be like because it started on this day, typically 28 to 35 days. I was like, all right, you know, I'll figure it out. So I was using an app called Flow, which if you're getting off of the pill and you don't know what your period is normally like, I don't recommend going based off of an app because like I did, spoiler alert, I completely missed my like fertile window. And yeah, that wasn't fun. So the whole month of November, I was super focused. I was following the app and, you know, like trying to plan things out accordingly. And then this was like so sad. I was devastated. December 10th, I got some spotting. And I never, ever get spotting before a period. Never. Like, it's never happened to me. It was super bizarre. And I was like, oh, maybe this is implantation bleeding. I was literally YouTubing it, Googling it, asking moms that I knew, like, did you have implantation bleeding? Do you know anyone who's had implantation bleeding? Does it look like this? A whole thing. And I got my hopes up so high. I was like, oh my God, it happened right away. This is going to be the best thing ever. And then the next day, oh, by the way, I haven't told Oscar any of this yet. And then the next day I woke up, I'm like, you know, in a nice chipper mood, like didn't have any sort of period. The spotting went away. I was like, oh my God, this is so great. But I was like, you know what, let me put a panty liner just in case because I was about to go out to Nordstrom Rack. And I get into Nordstrom Rack and your girl basically like it just comes, you know, our monthly gift just came and it just rained on my parade. I was so upset. I just felt like the wetness down there and I run to the bathroom and I'm like, oh my God, like this cannot be happening. So I had an extra panty liner, so I swapped that out. And luckily, like, my periods aren't very heavy when I do get them. And I just went home and all these thoughts just came into my head. I was like, oh my God, like, what happened? This and that, blah, blah, blah. It was just not good. Not good at all. So I went home. I was in the bathroom for a little bit and just trying to figure out like where I went wrong because, oh, I forgot to mention something. So the day that Flo said that I was going to ovulate, I went to CVS and I was like, let me just make sure that this is correct. You know, instead of making sure before starting, no, I made sure like the day of where I most likely had missed my ovulation day already. So I went to CVS and I got the clear blue ovulation kit. And I came home. I'm pretty sure I have this video on my computer. So if I do, I'm gonna insert it. Okay guys, so I'm here to tell you that your ovulation apps and all of that are wrong because this was supposed to be my ovulation day, and this is saying 0, wherever it is. So now I know why so many people that try to get pregnant don't get pregnant because they're basing everything off of an app. So this is super good to have. And I'm definitely bummed because I thought that everything was going accordingly, but guess not. I was so excited to go get it. I was like, let me just, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And then I went, I got it, I peed on it, and it just said 0, no ovulation. And I was like, wait, what? I, like, mind blown. I couldn't even believe it. I was so freaking upset. I'm pretty sure I turned red in my face and I turned off the camera because I was so embarrassed. It felt horrible, yada, yada, whatever. Then the next couple days, like the next day, actually, there was the flashing smiley. And I was like, oh my God, that's a good sign. Because then it's saying that, like, you're in the peak level, or like you're getting to the peak level of like ovulation. And then that happened for five or 6 days, which I read on the little card thing that's kind of too long. But then on the 6th day, I believe it was the 6th day, I got the solid smiley. So I was like, oh, golden, like whatever. We baby danced, even though Oscar didn't know we were baby dancing. We did all that. And then like nothing. Then I ended up getting a full-blown flow on December 11th. So the spotting happened on December 10th, and the flow in Nordstrom Rack happened December 11th. So at that moment, I was just so devastated. I couldn't even believe it. I was so sure that it was a done deal, and it wasn't. And it was just like the whole world came crashing down on me. I had called Oscar. I like let him know everything. I was like, I'm sorry. I was going to surprise you. I was so excited, blah, blah, blah. This whole thing, I spent the whole day crying, like hysterically crying, because obviously all this thoughts go through your head, like all of the thoughts of, oh my God, am I even going to be able to get pregnant? Did birth control mess me up, like being on it for all of these years? What happened with the whole ovulation thing? I just had so many questions, and it just messed with my head for a couple days. But that day, December 11th, was hands down the worst day I've had in a very, very, very long time. So then, after my whole little meltdown, I don't even remember what day that was. Hold on. Let me check on my phone when December 11th was. That day's gonna go down in history for me. Okay, so December 11th was Hanukkah. But that was a Friday. And that Monday, so Monday the 14th, I was so in the zone. I was so in the zone because I guess on Sunday I must have done like so much research. But I remember Monday going to Whole Foods. I got so, like, all this stuff, and I'm going to tell you guys everything in a whole nother video. But my eye was on the prize. I was like, nope. I'm going to get this body ready. I'm going to do everything I have to do. All this jazz. And then on January 7th, we found out that I was pregnant. And I'm so bummed. You guys don't even understand how upset I was. So I'm going to show the pictures that I put on my Instagram over here somewhere that me and Oscar took for our whole pregnancy announcement. Well, that same day, I accidentally deleted our like live pregnancy test that we did together. And I'm so like, I went on my computer, I went and I looked for it. I looked on the camera and I was like, wait, what? Like, what happened to the video? I was so confused. And then obviously the only pictures that were on the camera were the ones from that day. So I was like, oh great, I deleted the video. The video that I couldn't wait to show all of you guys is now fairy dust, gone. But we got up super early because that was, I believe, Oscar's first day at his job. and I went to the bathroom. This was around like 6 o'clock in the morning. I went to the bathroom and I got like everything ready, set up the camera, like got the like 3 pregnancy tests out, like a little cup thing, all of that, and I just peed. And it's so funny because the digital test, the Clear Blue Digital, did not work. I guess because it has to be dipped in the thingy for too long. I don't know. Personally, I think the stream, like your urine stream, is the best way to do it. Unless you're using like the cheapy tests, those are best for like the cups and stuff. You just put urine in a cup and then you dip those in there for a little bit. That's good. But I think the actual like legit pregnancy tests that you get at CVS or Walgreens, those you should directly pee on, because that digital test was not working and I was so confused. But luckily, you know, the other tests did show. The line was not like super pronounced or anything, because this was 4 days before I was actually supposed to get my period that I got a positive. So I was so excited. And to go back to the day before, actually, I had like some feeling that I was, and Oscar was telling me this whole time, he's like, I know you're pregnant. I know you're pregnant because I manifested it. I know you're pregnant. And I was like, okay, dude, don't get your hopes up, because I just did last month and it was not fun. But he was really confident, and a part of me was like, all right, I'm feeling a little bit weird. Like, this is feeling a little bit weird, and I'm going to include that in another video. So that was off, and I was starting to suspect something. But then I came home from work, and I like had my dogs, you know, I brought them out and stuff like that, and then I left them upstairs. Usually they stay in a room downstairs in our house. They have like their own little doggy den. But I had brought them up to like roam the rest of the house, and then I had to go get dog food because Chewy didn't deliver on time. And then I come back and my dog, Mia, my golden, jumps on me and starts smelling my stomach like so hard. Or not really my stomach, but like the pubic area, like right underneath my belly button. And she's just like shoving her face in my skin, like smelling so hard. And I'm like, are you okay? And I wasn't with any other dog. So it was just weird. And she had never done that. And this could have just been a crazy coincidence. I don't know. All I know is that it happened. That happened. She just shoved her face in my lower stomach and smelled really hard. So I don't know. She must have been sniffing out the babes. But yeah, we found out that morning. It was so crazy. We were super happy. Oscar kind of tricked me at first. He was like, well, the digital one, he was looking at it and he was like, well, this one isn't saying anything, so I don't know. And then the other one, he was like, is it only supposed to have 1 line? How many lines is it supposed to have? And I was like, wait, what? And then he's like, no, I'm just kidding. And then he hugged me and we had like our little moment where like we got a little teary-eyed and stuff like that. It was really cute, such a special moment, which I'm so bummed that I deleted the freaking video. Oh my God. Anyway, it happens. It's life, I guess. And so far, everything has been incredibly amazing. We have had 2 little hiccups, I would say, but I mean, nothing super major. But again, I'm going to include those hiccups in another video because I think that you guys would find it super helpful and entertaining to watch, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, we are feeling incredibly blessed, super grateful about this whole thing. We couldn't be happier, honestly. So again, going back to like the way beginning, I am so incredibly sorry that I took so long. I just didn't think that I would be able to make videos and not spill the beans. Like, I don't know. Because I was just so excited, and I was like, I can't make content and not talk about what's really going on in my life. Like, I can't just completely lie, like sit here and act like everything's totally cool and normal when things are actually going on. And it was just like, too early to share and all of that jazz. So that's what's been going on. I am going to try my absolute best to keep up with the schedule that I used to have, which was uploading a video every Tuesday. It's definitely going to be a little bit more flexible than last time. I know I was pretty religious with my videos going out on that day. So crazy, to the point where I would get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to last minute edit my video or edit the thumbnail or whatever I had to do just to get that video out that day. So I don't really know if I'm going to be doing all that right now, but I will most certainly do my best to get a video out each week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this story time. And if you're new here and if you haven't subscribed already, please be sure to do so and like this video and add any comments down below. I would love to interact with you guys, answer any questions, or get any suggestions for upcoming videos, anything you guys want to see that has to do with pregnancy or all of this, everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.